Alright, good afternoon. My speech is on persuasive. It talks about, does God exist? My resources is the internet, the Bible, and I had a couple of interviews with some local pastors within my area. The internet. Through the internet, it talks about how God does exist because you have so many religions praying for this powerful entity, or this powerful being. Well, not being, but spirit. So you have to ask yourself, he has to exist. With all religions going on, everybody praying for this individual, well, praying for this soul being power, praying for that power. So you have to ask yourself once again, does he exist? Through my interviews, I had interviews with a couple of local pastors, and they also told me the same thing. Before they accepted God in their life, there were no doubts. Like humans, we all be doubtful anything. If we can't touch it, feel it, or see it, we don't think it exists. So through those interviews and everything, I got where the pastors were saying, hey, he has to exist. Because if it wasn't for him, how do man exist? The reason why I say that is, once again, man was here on this earth. How did he get here? He didn't just magically pop up. He just didn't magically show up under a rock. So you have to ask yourself once again, hey, who made us? Now, yes, science did say we evolved from apes, and they said that dinosaurs exist on the earth and all that. But then it goes back to my third resource, the Bible. The Bible says that man was the first human, was the first animal to walk on this earth. Man existed. How did we exist? Through God. Now, the Bible, which is my third resource, which I got most of my information from, if you look in the book of Genesis, Genesis tells you point blank that God exists. He made the earth. He blew life into us. Once again, that goes back to, if somebody's suffering, we always pray. When somebody needs some healing, we always pray. Pray to who? We don't pray to the internet. We don't pray to our supervisor. We pray to a higher source that's more powerful than any human being on this earth, which is God. Another thing that the Bible talks about is we as humans have to realize that in order for us to exist, he has to exist. We just don't wake up on our own. Somebody had to breathe life in us. We can't be successful unless somebody give us the power to be successful. At the same time, you ask yourself, if God didn't exist, will we exist? Will life itself exist? And the same thing I realized when I was doing my research is, when there's evil, there's always good. So in order to have, if you believe in evil, then it has to be somewhere you have to believe in there's a good thing somewhere that exists in your life. Now, through my research, I did stumble a little bit because it was kind of hard to visualize trying to make a speech where I can convince an individual that God exists without some visual aid. The visual aid that I wanted to use, I say, well, this is a persuasive speech. So what I'm going to do is talk to you about the Bible. The Bible is really the biggest source of the biggest source of material that you need in order to make it, for you to believe. Every religion, there's some type of knowledge. Muslim, they have the Holy Quran. Baptists, you have the Old Testament, the New Testament. So you ask yourself, as a human, do you want to live in doubt, or do you want to believe that there's a God? Because in actuality, when you pass away, don't you believe that there's a life after death? And if there is a life after death, it has to be a God. Once again, we talked about the 3 resources I got my information from: the internet, the interviews from the pastors, the local pastors, and the Bible. So you ask yourself, is there a God? Myself, I do believe. Thank you.